Morning, everyone. Sorry for the delay. Sorry about that delay. I went to go start my stream and the mic. So I have a mic with a swing arm mounted to the desk and it fell off. I guess it got loose. I almost hit myself in the head with it. Let's see this. Why is this not full screen? There we go. Okay. How did everyone do yesterday? If your app isn't opening, I'm not sure. That's a question for either Eternal King or Sea Blast. But if you haven't seen already, all right, we are on the App Store now. Some people are giving us 1-star reviews. So go check that out. Of course, there's going to be issues in the beginning, right? This is our first app release. There's 100% going to be issues, right? So give us time. We're working on it. Right? There's no need to leave bad reviews. So go check this out if you are a member of BullTrades. Okay. You paper traded yesterday, did awesome. So if you're doing well paper trading and then you find out that you're not doing well with actual trading, right? It's a problem with your sizing, or it's a problem with your you're emotionally trading. So that's the two biggest things to look for. Right, you just have to follow the chart. That's all you have to follow. Guys, we are working on the app. It's not going to be 100% for a little bit. For now, the Discord works perfectly. Right? If you have it open, it's real-time notifications. The only thing that's delayed about Discord notifications is the bot. Right? If you have the BullTrades bot to your DM, that's the only thing that's delayed, right? So if you have the Discord open on the channel where we send out alerts, it's real time, right? It's as quick as possible. So for now, just use the Discord for alerts, right? And use the flow on the app, right? And then it works perfect. All right. So let's take a look. All right, here's SPY. We rejected again yesterday, right? First rejection, second rejection, third, fourth. Right? So overall chart, we have a move to the upside. We have a period of consolidation here. Right? What typically happens now? Right? We're most likely we need to chop a little bit, right? Continue to consolidate here potentially. Create this little flag. And then get this move to the upside to continue this trend here. Right, overall trend now is now to the upside. right? This previous resistance that we rejected multiple times, right? We pulled back, we retested perfectly, we created a higher low, and now we're creating another higher low. We're sitting here, right here in pre-market now, right? Previous resistance acted as support, acted as resistance, now acted as support. I don't know why everyone keeps complaining about the real time when every other group uses Discord as well. So I don't know what everyone expects. It's hard when you're sending out an alert to thousands of people, which is why we created the app, right? And we're working on a fix. I draw these lines every single day, right? I always reset my chart. Right, so this looks very, very bullish. Right, overall trend break, move to the upside. Right now we're consolidating. This looks very, very good. Right, ideally we want to hold these lows here of 377.72 and then see a breakout over this level here. Right, which is 385.12. All right, then we should be able to test 390 plus, and then we could push up and potentially fill this gap that we have up here. Right there. All right, so let's take a look at pre-market action. See what's going on here. Okay, so great reversal pattern here. All right, I love this type of pattern. So definitely going to be watching. If it stays like this here in pre-market, definitely going to be watching calls at open. Right, we're at a previous support. Right, we're at support here. If everyone could please drop a like on the video, I'd appreciate that. Shebless is a different person. We are all different people. We all trade full time. But regarding this pattern, right, love this pattern. It typically breaks out to the upside, right? I like how, right, price action is getting tighter and tighter. It's consolidating, right? That's exactly what we want to see every single time. And it typically will create lower or higher and higher lows, right? So we'll create a bottom here, and then we'll break out right at this point here, and we typically end up targeting the high of this little tightening price action flag. Definitely would need to break this level here first, right? Previous support acted as resistance. This is in post-market, this is in pre-market. Right, so definitely going to keep an eye on this. It is only 9:12, so we do have time, so this might break out before, but we'll keep an eye on it. VIX, right? VIX worked out perfect yesterday. Fake breakdown before the breakout. Right, I mentioned this little wedge here. This is the same thing we have now in pre-market on SPY. Right, we had a little fake breakdown. This was the previous support. Right, we broke down, we consolidated, and then boom, it rocketed up. It typically happens. It's very hard to know in real time, but which is why you need to play the levels. But look at this today, right? Perfect consolidation, higher and higher lows, lower and lower highs, set up for a move, right? So definitely need to keep an eye, right? That means SPY is going to make a big move today, right? If we break down, right, SPY is going to go up. This breaks up, SPY is going to go down, right? So need to see what happens here. These highs need to reject if you want to see some upside on SPY. I always trade either zero data expirations on SPY, SPX, whatever it is. Or if it's like a ticker like Tesla, AMD, NVIDIA, right? It's going to be weekly expiration, Friday. QQQ, same thing pretty much here, right? Multiple rejections across the top, creating higher and higher lows, looking to chop a little bit before we break out to the upside. IWM looks very good, right? I was looking at this chart. We're approaching a support here, right? We have 3 bounces off this bottom trend line, and we're kind of testing it here in pre-market, right? We have this low here. Right, previous resistance acted as support, acting as support again yesterday, right? So this level needs to hold, right? We have confluence here at this trend line here. Right, so try and keep it as simple as possible. Right, don't have all the indicators on your chart. You don't really need that. Right, if anything, use the BT cloud and support and resistance. That's it. So I like this if this low can hold today for a potential breakout. Right, something like that. Right, typical continuation pattern. Amazon. Perfect bear flag. Perfect bear flag, right? If I inverse this chart, right, everyone would trade this to the upside. Right, perfect flag. All right, so keep an eye, watch for a rejection at 92. If this level rejects, puts can totally work. Right, why puts at this level? Right, if it rejects, you need to watch for a rejection. We're in a bear flag. All right, so this would be a great risk to reward for a downside play, right? And then a break below this level here, right? If it breaks out, retest and holds, right, it's a great opportunity to go long, right? So if the market does this, then you do that. Don't have a bias and just play the chart. Try and keep it as simple as possible. Rivian had a fake breakdown yesterday, right? So we had this triple bottom, we broke below, we reclaimed, and we retested, right? Look how it created a double top, right? Rejected once, rejected again, right? We also now have this trend line here, rejected multiple times here. Right, now we're sitting at the lows again. So keep an eye at this level. If that level breaks again, we're going to test the low of yesterday, 30.35. Square still in this rising wedge that I mentioned, right? We have this previous resistance, consolidating here right at that level, right? Kind of a rising wedge here, right? So need to watch again. I'm going to watch this level here for a breakdown, 60.21. If this level breaks, I'm going to look for a gap fill down below. Okay, that's what I'm going to look for. Meta up 5.5% in pre-market. They're cutting 11,000 jobs, right? So that's bullish for the stock. Unfortunately, it's a bullish thing that people are losing jobs. but that's what the world is. Right, it's sitting right at this previous resistance, 102.5. If this level breaks, right, we have a huge gap fill. Look at the daily. Let's see where the next resistance is, right? So this level, this is the next main level. Perfect chart though, right? Multiple levels of rejections, created a low here, consolidation phase, right? Reversed, flagged, and then breaks out due to news. So keep an eye on this. Set your alerts at that high here at 102.5 and watch that level for a continuation. Apple, still like this reverse cup and handle, inverse cup and handle, right? We have the cup, we have the handle, we have this little wedge here, this little flag, right? Bearish wedge. Had the breakdown, have a retest here to that previous resistance, right? So if this level breaks today, 137.69, I'm gonna watch puts, right? If this level breaks, calls go work. Right, if the market does this, you do that. I'm gonna set my alert at this level to watch for puts. Nvidia, don't really like. AMD, nothing there. Tesla, let's take a look at Tesla. All right, so this trend line, multiple rejections. All right, now we're kind of creating these higher and higher lows. So, right, flagging here. If this doesn't break out to the upside, then, you know, puts are totally going to work. Right, need to watch for a rejection around this level here. A lot of resistance above. Tesla's up 0.3%, right? So it's stronger than most names in pre-market here. I'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, Elon sold a lot of shares, so you know, could definitely see another sell-off. It's down big time from the highs. It's down 50% year to date. That's crazy. 18% in the last month. It was at 414. It's at 191. That's crazy. China's weak today. Not really going to keep an eye on it. Let's see what it looks like. I mean, this does look pretty good. I don't really like how steep that is, though. If this low breaks, it could definitely see the next move to the downside. You know, maybe I'll keep an eye on it. I'll let you know when I'm in voice chat if I decide to look at this or not. So really my top watches today are Amazon, Square, Meta, I'll definitely keep an eye on, Apple. All right, so Amazon, Square, Apple, and then of course SPY. Okay, so Amazon, Square, Apple, top watches today, these three names, right? Bear flag, looking for a rejection here or a breakdown below for puts. Square, looking for puts below 60.21. Right, if you don't know what strike to pick, just go 1 or 2 strikes out of the money in the direction of the play, and then you're good to go. Right? You don't need, there's no specific contract that you need to take. Right? I'm going to take the earliest expiration and a contract, 1 to 2 strikes out of the money. Right? It's the safest option and has a good risk to reward. It's very easy. And then Apple, right? Looking for puts below this level here. Right, does anyone have any questions regarding the watch list today? Also keep an eye on VIX, right? It's starting to break down. If it breaks down, I just don't like the risk to reward for calls here, unless this pre-market action breaks out. So of course I'll let you know what I plan on doing. Everything is kind of like conflicting each other, right? This looks bullish if it breaks out, but all these charts here look pretty bearish. Right, so it's also Wednesday. I hate trading on Wednesdays. Price action typically chops sideways. Right, there's no need to rush into plays. Right, I've been trading a little bit less the last week or two, which a lot of people have been asking me, why haven't you alerted anything? Right, you don't need to trade every single day or every single week, especially around elections. Right, elections, the market's all over the place, right? It's not a good time to trade unless you're looking to do, very small scalps, which those aren't very fun, or they don't last a long time, and they're also, crazy to watch. So this is a good time to trade less, especially on Wednesdays, right? There's no need to rush. The market's always going to be here, and there's no need to have a sense of FOMO. Not doing the challenge anymore, right? That we lost at 2,000. Still up 15,000 overall on total challenge counts. So not bad. Gonna wait until the new year for the next challenge account. Right, have a little reset. Take a break from the challenge accounts. Focus on just regular trades. If you have less capital, is it better to take a further out of the money strike or instead find a cheaper play on another ticker? Definitely try and not go further out of the money, right? Because then you're going to have the move happen quicker. So if anything, instead of SPX, trade SPY. SPY premiums are much cheaper. And don't trade on highly volatile days, right? IV is going to be higher. Premium is going to be more expensive. You got to be more selective, right? You could definitely trade other names. Premiums on Square, Apple, AMD, some of those names, the premiums are much cheaper, right? You could definitely trade those names, but I like SPY, SPX the most. SPX has tax benefits as well. I post all the alerts in the Discord under analyst alerts. All under analyst alerts. Okay. Whoops. Take a look at the pre-market here. 3 minutes to market open. All right, so I'm gonna watch Amazon, Square, and Apple. Square at open for sure. If this level breaks, gonna watch for puts. All right, like 58 puts or 57 puts could work. So keep an eye on that. Okay. Let's switch over to the Discord. Appreciate everyone stopping by. appreciate it. I will see you in the Discord.